And so begin by taking a deep breath in through your nose, imagining that you are surrounded by white light, and that as you breathe in this white light. When you breathe out through your mouth, as if you're blowing, gently blowing any tension, stress, or strain out of your body. Breathing in white light, breathing out stress, strain, and tension. There is nothing you need to do at this moment. Nowhere you need to be. You are right where you're meant to be right now. Take 2 more deep breaths in and release. Perhaps also raising your shoulders as you do so and allowing your shoulders to drop. Releasing any tension from them. Now bring your breathing back to normal and take your attention all the way down to your feet. Give your toes a wiggle and sense your feet firmly on the ground. As you imagine roots beginning to grow from your feet just like a tree or a plant, and these roots begin to make their way down through the flooring, through the foundations of your home, and then down and deeply down towards the very center of the earth. Just imagine your roots traveling further and further down through the many layers of the earth until finally they reach the very center. And here in the center of the earth you will find a beautiful crystalline energy and color. It can be whatever color is right for you today. You do not need to question it, just allow. We now watch as your roots begin to wrap around this energy and color, and then begin to sink into it so that this energy can flow up your roots higher and higher until this energy reaches the soles of your feet and begins to flow through the many cells in your feet, changing the color of your cells to the color of Earth's nurturing energy. So allow this energy to flow up through your feet, your ankles, through your legs, up to your hips, through to the base of your spine, and then up your spine and up the front of your body, all the way up to your shoulders and down your hands, to your hands, up your neck, your throat, through your jaw, relaxing every muscle in your face and your jaw. Flowing up to the top of your head and out in a stream of colour, several feet above your head. And then the energy flows down again in a continuous stream, taking with it anything that is ready to be let go of right now. And we go on a journey now for the new moon, the Scorpio New Moon. This is a time to delve deep, a time to discover those parts of ourselves that we usually keep hidden. However, we do not need to know exactly what those are right now. All we need to do is to love and accept every part of us. Because every part of us deserves acceptance and understanding. And love leads to acceptance, and acceptance leads to understanding. And as you may know, if you know a child who plays up at times, once they feel understood, they are less likely to misbehave. So let us go on a journey supported by a beautiful, loving guide. She is known by many names. And she embodies compassion and love, unconditional love. You may imagine her in any way you wish. She may be Western, she may be Eastern. It is likely that there will be a pink flower with her, as pink is the colour of unconditional love. And so take her now on your journey through the most beautiful garden. This may be a walled garden where the flowers are supported and protected. The warmth of the sun is also reflected from the walls of this garden, protecting you from the autumn breezes. although you cannot see it, you do sense that not too far from the sun is the presence of the new moon, or the dark moon. So there may be a tiny sliver of light, or it may not yet be visible. But know that it is looking on. As you wander through this garden with your guide, you do sense from her what it's like to feel unconditional love. And as you wander down the paths, should you wish, you may want to share with your guide anything, any behavior, or any part of you that you feel ashamed of or embarrassed about. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It might just be something like that you procrastinate, or that you always put others first, or that you can't make up your mind, or something very simple. But just knowing that this person next to you will never judge and will only love you and support you. Feel free to share whatever it is that frustrates you about yourself, or that you would like in some way to change. And sense how much she still loves you, whatever you say. As you walk, you come to a part of the garden that has a comfortable looking bench, which is placed by a fish pond. And so you and your guide take a seat and you gaze across at the fish pond. And you watch as the clouds, the light fluffy clouds, float in the water as a reflection, reflecting what is happening in the sky above. Your beautiful guide turns to you and she tells you that whatever it is that you would like to change about yourself, best way to do this is by loving that part, accepting it and setting it free. She waves her hand and around you now, you sense faint shadows, faint shadows. You can barely see them, and they are a little way away from you. And your guide tells you that these are the parts of you that you would like to change. And you don't need to know what they are, because they are deeply hidden within you. But she says that if both of you sit there and extend love to these shadows, then they will feel accepted and they will feel understood. And they will begin to step back so that you can move forward towards the kind of life you desire. Your guide asks you to look down at your heart center in your mind's eye and to imagine that your heart center contains a rose. And she asks that along with her, you allow the rose petals to gradually open, allowing your heart to let through sensations of love and acceptance from the universe. All the shadows that are several feet away from you are now standing quietly, and both you and your guide begin to send a pink energy towards these shadows. You may sense, you may feel this energy, you may see this energy, you may even hear it. It might tinkle or some other sound. But whatever happens for you, just imagine that this pink ray of love is reaching these shadows that are several feet away from you. Notice them bathed in this colour pink both from your heart and from the heart of your beautiful guide. And as these shadows become surrounded in pink. They begin to sparkle and they begin to move around more freely, as if they've been given permission to be who they are. The strange thing is, once they've done their cartwheels or moved in the way they wanted to, something happens, they change, they become quieter, more still, and some even begin to fade away. And so watch what happens for you as these pale shadows continue to feel this loving energy, this unconditional love. And when you sense that everything is done as it should be, just sit quietly and notice, sat on your bench with your guide, notice how you feel now. Your guide points to the fish pond. She tells you that everybody has imperfections. Everybody has beauty in them, and also things they would like to change. It doesn't matter whether they are the highest celebrity, the most powerful person in the world, or a young person at the checkout. Each of them is so valuable, and at the same time imperfect. And that is part of our beauty. Even the fish in the pond are not perfect. She also draws your attention once again to how the sky is reflected in the pond. And she tells you that we are a bit like that pond. What goes on inside of us, our thoughts, our feelings, reflect what is going on in our outer world. And so, as you love and accept your shadows, it is likely that you will feel more loved and accepted in the outer world. But it's time now to leave this garden, and so you thank your beautiful guide for being there with you, and she leads you back to the place where you entered the garden. It may be a gate or a door. Whatever it is, open it up. And as you step through, know that you are returning back to your body, back to the room that you are in. So now, become aware of the seat that is supporting you, of your body on the seat, perhaps the sense of your clothing on your skin. Take some deep breaths. Imagine the room around you. Have a little stretch. And when you're ready, open your eyes once more.